Hey, what's good, y'all? Sam here. About to get into this Louie Knows interview. Please go and subscribe to Shadou, and you can watch the full-length interview there. It's going to be on the Shadou app. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got Louie Knows. How's it going, bro?
What's up? What's up?
You know, it's a shout out Pablo who put this together and stuff. He's just behind the camera right now.
My
and
boy
shit.
Pablo.
Real big producer in the game, bro. Real big producer in the game. You talk about getting the artist comfortable and stuff like that. You have such close relationships with so many artists. What do you think about yourself that makes artists feel comfortable to film them?
I think that's it. You just enable the artists to just be themselves, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then when the artist is feeling good, then they're gonna perform good. And when they perform good, you feel good because you got some dope ass shit, and then everyone's feeling happy. And you can't like force that upon nobody or rush nobody to get to that point. You gotta just vibe.
It's something me and Audrey talk about a lot is when you work with people on set, whether it's your crew members or even the people that are in front of the camera, when everybody is getting along and it's such a great time, you can feel that in the shit that you're capturing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you definitely, exactly. And that's kind of just reiterating the whole idea of just being able to enable an environment that makes everyone feel comfortable and that like translates onto the camera.
What has it been like? I mean, you've had a pretty crazy year, you know what I mean, with everything coming out. What, like, explain to me, like, what's your life been like recently, you know?
I mean, that's a cool question. Like, you know, I've been directing for like 8 years, and in those 8 years, it's always been like, oh, shoot. You know what I mean? That's just like really been like my way of life. And up until just like until more recently, you know, I found other like avenues to like generate revenue in my life. One being my studio, also, you know, two being like, ventured off a little bit into the tech industry, things like that. When you are able to like separate like creativity from business is when like the creativity enhances the most, you know what I mean? And like that's like a place that like I'm at now. So kind of going back to like less is more, like I don't have to shoot as much, but it like brings like better videos out for me, or like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or stuff that means a little more to me.
Before we started rolling and stuff, like I've known about you for so many years, you know what I mean? And I think what's something that's so special about you is that your name is a brand, you know what I mean? You're a figure in the music space and people know Louie Knows, you know?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
How do you think you've kind of been able to cultivate that brand for yourself, you know?
I mean, I think it's just consistency. So it's like funny because I think like branding at the core is kind of like repetition. You see like a certain logo for so many times, for so many years, like it kind of, that obviously kind of embeds in your brain. And we obviously know certain logos that we identify with brands. We don't have to get into all that. But I guess for myself, like, I had a logo that I used in all my videos, you know what I mean? It says directed by Louie Knows.
And it slides out.
That thing. And then when I met Cardi, I had put it in the 2024 video. He's like, oh, no text in my videos. And I was like, oh, damn, okay. I think I brought it up one more time and he's like, nah, I don't want it. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. You don't want it, let's drop the videos. So then like all my Cardi videos, they don't got my logo. So it's like, it didn't really like matter to me, but what I guess continue that branding is the videos are the same. It's like you kind of see my videos, and for the most part, like if you watch music videos or watch rap videos,
you have a style.
Yeah. You kind of like, oh, okay, that gotta be like him or probably a couple other people. But so I think just continuity, consistency, and just again kind of understanding like for Louie Knows brand, right? That's built for a certain reason, and people are watching that brand for a certain reason. So if I like Louie Knows, I don't know, try to put out athletic wear, that probably wouldn't translate too well, you know what I mean? But perhaps if I wanted to do like some kind of camera bag or something, I could probably sell some camera bags on my Instagram, you know what I mean?
You're trying to get a bunch of things that kind of all coexist with each other.
Correct. Yeah, you gotta build some shit. And it takes time and takes focus, really. And that kind of brings me back to the time efficiency thing. I'm still working on that, you know what I mean? We all got things we're working on, so I just need a lot more time towards that department. But as a lot of people have seen what I've been up to for the last year plus. Been going to Atlanta a lot, locking in. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what we're here for. So
since we're on the topic of it, bro, what's it been like, bro, the past year working with Cardi and stuff like that, man? It must be a crazy experience, dude.
Yeah, it's super fire. You know what I mean? Like I've always like listened to his music and stuff like that, and we've like exchanged. DMs, like a couple little like messages on Instagram, like, you know, during the whole Lot of Red era. And then I didn't really hear from bro, and then, you know, I hit him up one day, and he said, "Oh yeah, come, like, let's work." And then boom, like, everything happened. But yeah, I mean, it's dope to be able to work with bro. Like, and he's a super cool dude. We like, you know, we be just like chilling, vibing. Like, it feels like I'm just chilling, like one of the homies and shit. And everybody in the crew is hella cool. It's just like mad fun. But man,
Nah, I get you.
it's cool, bro. It's cool. It's like it feels right. You know what I'm saying?
Does it feel good to look back at those videos that you've done with him and be like, that was a cultural moment?
Yeah. You know, like, there's a couple videos for that with him, with other artists, YB, Dex, Rich, whatever, where I'm like, damn, yo, that shit's fire. I'm happy I was there and did that, and like just, you know, made the time to do that, right? I could have done a million other things at that point. And that's, you know, that's what I wanted to do. And
I think it's important too, because you mentioned earlier, it was like you want to make it feel organic, and that's kind of like a consistent style that I see in your videos, is you're kind of capturing them in their element.
Yeah.
You know, which one would you say is like your favorite that you've done?
You know, I always go back to like house arrest things, like with YB, just because like that was such a crazy time in, like, I think music and his life, and, you know, even my life. And then more recently, 2024, just because that day was just absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's the day I met Cardi. Pull up to his crib, like, meet everybody, introducing me to everybody. Hour or two later, we're shooting right there at his crib. And a couple hours later, we're taking a PJ to fucking Miami, linking up with Kanye. And next thing you know, we back in Atlanta,
Crazy.
like, just doing all this shit.
Crazy.
And next thing you know, I'm editing this bitch. The sun's coming up. It's 10 in the fucking morning. And I'm editing this shit like, fuck, it's tired. Let's keep going. And then, I don't know, by the time he woke up, the video was done. Made a couple little changes. And then I think he dropped it like a day or two after that. And yeah, then we did Evil Jordan like shortly after. And I'm like, oh, this is hard. Like, let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And it's super fire. He added 2024 to the deluxe of I Am Music, so that's how dope. I'm happy that I made it onto the project at last. And yeah, overall, it's super dope. It feels cool. I'm like hella happy that Cardi likes my videos, and just it's dope. You
Must
know,
be a
obviously
great
that man
feeling.
can work with anybody in the world that he wants to.
How do you feel about the memes that come from the videos?
I think they're funny. I post them and shit. Like, one of them, there's one from 2024 that said, like, you're depressed working at a gas station at 4 in the morning and these guys walk in. And it's just like all of us. Like, I'm taking off my hood. Cardi got this crazy leather fit on. You got Phoenix with the jacket going like this and shit. Like, it was crazy. Like, yeah, it's funny as hell. And then I'll be reposting some of them. I reposted one of them that said, men only want two things, the I Am Music and GTA 6. Because at the time, I really felt like that. I was like, I'm down for GTA 6. I'm down for I Am Music. I Am Music wasn't out at the time. And I think it's funny. You know, I'm really into like meme culture, internet culture.
100%.
You know, I try to stay off social media as much as possible just because I feel like ain't no real money on social media. You don't need to be locked in hours a day, really, unless your life truly revolves around that. But I'm not like a influencer, so I don't really need to be on social media like that. So I only kind of use it for like a tool now at this point.
Dude, one of my favorite comments on the 2024 video is, my wife of 43 years passed away back in 1972, and this was by far her favorite song. It still brings me tears today hearing it. And it's so crazy too.
I like that type of shit. Yeah, all the comments are hilarious.
It must be funny where it's like you film that video and then the internet goes and picks what's their favorite part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the picture of Cardi with like the blue lollipop,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even like the dance and shit like
Okay,
that.
that moment, I said it out loud. I said, oh, we got a GIF. When I saw it in the video, I just like verbally said it out loud. I think I might have been telling Phoenix, but maybe not. But I definitely said out loud, oh, this is gonna be a GIF. It just, yeah, I kind of just knew it at that
People
moment.
be spamming that shit, bro.
It's just so funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was actually like, it was my birthday party, bro. It was me and Audrey met probably like a couple months before, and we were all just kind of getting faded, hanging out, and me and bro were smoking, and we started hitting
Yeah.
this shit,
So
bro.
ugly.
It's cool, bro.
That's why I shoot videos, bro. Just because
Yeah.
it makes people happy and shit. Like, I like to make people happy. Like, and if I can do it through my videos, like, that's what I'm finna do.
The next thing I wanted to ask you too is, what advice do you have to people that have to stay up and get the edit done?
Bro, I mean, I don't know. I literally had one of your boys go get a yerba, right? Thank you so much, homie. But I was like, I needed to wake up because we have to talk, right? I don't want to be all tired. So you know, at the moment, I didn't want to hold it to production, but we got the yerba, and now we talking, we having a good time. So I think for that editor listening, watching, whatever, yeah, you got to go get that yerba, go get that coffee, stay up, okay, and deliver, and block out all all distractions, like straight up, like I said, get off Instagram. Ain't no money there. You got to finish that edit. You know what I'm saying? You can look through 100 Instagram stories. The edit's still gonna be there. So at the end of the day, it's like, get this shit done. It should be fun. Make it fun. You know, just find a way to like enjoy it. You know, at the end of the day, like make it fun for yourself. Because if it's fun for you, then like staying up late to finish the edit won't be like hard. You know what I mean? Because that's what you want to do. And it should be about like delivering your product and like getting people to want to see it. You know what I mean? And then the money will come. Like I said, like I've always been business and business and creative, but I've shot so many videos for free. Now I've never been like too cool to do the job. Like I'm here to work. I'm down to fucking get dirty and sweaty and like do this shit, bro. Like you know what I mean? And like just make it fun for you.